Oh, fuck!
Oh, son of a bitch!
I'm gay.
I am the law. Whoa. Academy voters are sick of it all. The Razzies rear their ugly head again, and who will win Dallas's high roller Oscar game tomorrow?
Oh, it's time for class.
Class is in session!
Roll call! Bueller.
I'm gonna be late for class.
Whoa.
Bueller.
Am I hallucinating here? Just what in the hell do you think you're doing?
Feeling good.
You are mine now. You belong to me.
Did you study for the test?
No more complaining. No more Mr. Kimble to go to the bathroom. Nothing. There is no bathroom.
Hello, classmates, and welcome to Middle Class Film Class. I'm your host for today, Joseph.
Peter.
And we have a super duper awesome great show for you today. Welcome everyone on YouTube Live. Everyone on YouTube Live. All,
There's one person in
all
the
of
chat.
you there that
probably
isn't
me.
Pete. QAing our stream. Welcome everyone on YouTube Live and otherwise, and of course, OG Audio only classmates in podcast land. Probably like 99% of the viewer or our
like five-
consumption is through audio.
Yeah, we get like, I'd say like 350 to 500 downloads a week.
Oh,
So
okay.
I cut that in half because it's 2 episodes a week.
Oh, like 1 to 75.
So like, yeah,
to 250.
yeah, like 175 to 250 people are regularly listening.
Okay.
And on the YouTube, it's 20 to 50, something like that.
You tell me over 100, at least over like almost 200 people are listening
Yeah.
to our voices every week.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. I can't imagine them like listen, like if they're in the same room as me.
Yeah, it's easy to get discouraged and think, oh man, no one's watching, no one's listening. You know, ever since Tyler's left, a straw that stirs the drink that is middle class film classes is moved on.
Yeah, now it's kind of a bent straw.
He's one of the he's a unusable straw.
So he's a silly straw.
Yeah, but yeah, it's easy to think like, oh man, no one's listening. But then yeah, 200 people in a room, like showing up, like, oh hey, I want to listen to these guys. What these guys have to
Really?
think about movies. We're
You
like,
want to hear what I have to
okay,
say?
Whatever. I mean,
Cool.
Thanks, but
Yeah, it's like when you get like 10 likes on an Instagram post and you're like, oh, only 10 likes. But then you think about, well, 10 people came up to me and said, I like that.
I know. Hey man, your post the other day? It's pretty good.
Oh, thanks.
Like,
man.
oh shit, you did 10 times in a row in one within like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, that's kind of weird.
Speaking of which, actually, related, I had a little a highlight of my day happened to me earlier this
Oh, yeah.
morning. I was walking through the farmer's market with Deanna,
Always a good day at the farmer's market.
and it's a very, very nice day today, just in general.
I had to turn the AC on.
I know, I almost put shorts on. But so we were walking, just like looking at just some booth, on the street, and this person approaches me and is like, "Excuse me," and I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Are you the guy that directed Playdate?"
Really?
And I was like, "Oh yeah." And then, because I guess he was at the first, he came to the first screening.
Futures
Yeah. He came to the first screening, and I guess he like messaged the guy who runs it, Jeff, and like wanting to watch it somehow afterwards because he wanted to show his girlfriend or something.
That's cool.
But he's like, "I thought that was you," and I'm like, "Oh yeah." He was like,
You're
"Is that
the guy?"
Yeah, you're the guy who made the fart joke, and
That's funny.
They made him eat the beans.
Yeah, you're the guy that drew all those Sonics.
Yeah, well, I didn't draw all of them. I drew 2 of them. But that was like
That's cool.
That was an interesting experience. And
You're
I'm
gonna
like,
be able to. How's your ego feeling? Pretty good.
I'm like, that's how it starts.
Yeah. We're gonna have to widen the door frames to get your head out of here,
I know.
out of the studio.
So that was an interesting experience.
Cool.
But it was kind of cool.
That's cool.
To just like have that randomly just pop up in the wild.
I remember for a long time I had a side hustle, which was it's actually funny. I'm mentioning this right now, but the hat that I'm wearing right now with the B on it, that's my old clothing line that I made back in the day. Bodied Clothing, BODIED, and it's a mini truck and custom car enthusiast geared for them. And the term bodied essentially just means a body drop, which is like the lowest a car can go or a truck can go. You can put the car on airbags, put a frame on the ground, but to get it even lower, you cut the body floor out and you drop it over the edge of the frame rails so that the rocker bottom is in line with the frame. That's what the term means. No one knows what it is unless you're in the scene. But I made this clothing line, and for years I was out pimping it out, selling it online, internationally. Go to all the car shows on the West Coast, and I would bring my gear and sell my gear and put stickers on at all the venues. I basically graffiti all the venues with my stickers. Every gas station we stopped at would get like 10 stickers on it. And I would get people would send me emails all the time, said, "Hey, this is from Tucson, Arizona. I just stopped at this gas station and saw your sticker." And just take a picture and then email it to me.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, "Oh, that's great." Someone would text me and be like, "Hey, I'm at the Asparagus Festival in Gilroy and someone's wearing a bodied shirt." I'm like, "Oh, cool." And I'm like, I don't know who they are because I sold a ton of them, and it was really fun to get that, So
Yeah, that recognition in the wild.
yeah, just kind of not people It's like your aunt is like, "Hey, I love the show."
Yeah.
Which is great. Love you, Aunt Linda, that you're listening to this right now. She compliments us all the time on. She's like, "Your quality of your sound is great. I can't listen to the garbage that people have on the air where the quality sucks."
Yeah.
But when somebody that you organically is like, "Are you the MCFC guy? Are you the Playdate guy?"
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's funny because Hannah, the lead actress, she went to we're having a cast and crew screening at this local tiny theater, and I already like reserved it and everything, and I sent them the short film ahead of time, so they've seen it. But I guess so. Like Hannah went there on a date with somebody, and she texted me later like, "Oh, they recognized me from
Oh, that's cool.
from the movie."
That's nice.
So yeah, it was. It's interesting. It's interesting putting yourself out there, and then once you like, it's because I didn't even really think about anything like that.
Yeah.
Because it's so local.
Yeah.
It's so small. I'm like, ooh, now I'm local celebrity.
yeah, local celebrity, Joseph Navarro.
Yeah.
Jomo Bromo himself.
I know. So Hollywood is calling, and I'm on my way.
Yeah, you're answering, baby.
Yeah. But that was cool. That was a really, really weird, but very I don't know, satisfying experience.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a good feeling.
But anyway, enough of that. Let's get into some cab chatter.
Find some chirp in you, lad. Now's the time for gab and chatter.
Cab chatter movie news. Things to talk about movie related. I don't know. Pete.
First off, before I get into some stories, please excuse me if I have to stop and blow my nose, if I have to clear my throat. Not feeling great. It's the time of the year that I don't know if Brianna says, sarcastically looked at me and said, "Oh boy, it's my favorite time of the year. Is Pete sick or is it just allergies?
I like to play this game called Am I Dying?
Yeah.
Or does it just feel like I'm dying?
Am I going to get sick too because my boyfriend's sick, or is it just allergies?
Yeah.
So I spend a lot of time sleeping on the couch during these months because when I have a completely clogged nose, it's terrible snoring. Snoring's already bad, but it's terrible. It's even
Yeah.
worse.
Is it? It was really bad last year, wasn't it?
Every year.
Does it get
Every
worse every year?
No, it's varying during
Okay.
stages.
It goes in waves.
It feels like sometimes the medicine doesn't work at all.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it feels like it worked great, and I don't know.
Some people have to change their medicine constantly, right?
Yeah, that's, every few years they tell you to rotate, but some of them make me drowsy. So I'm on like a Zyrtec knockoff right now from Costco.
Okay.
It's doing something, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, but yeah, I've been out sick the last couple of days from work. So anyways, first off, not a new story, but there is a memoir coming out from Liza Minnelli called "Kids, Wait Till You Hear This," and she tells all kinds of stories about her life. And there are some people who I hear coming out with memoirs, and it's like Tori Spelling's coming out with a memoir. It's like, I don't give a fuck.
Tori Spelling.
Yeah, I'm just picking up a random person.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Tori Spelling's memoir. Now, Liza Minnelli seems like she was riding high at her peak.
Yeah.
She was like an it. She was the hot shit. And she tells a story to, I don't even know who published this, to be honest.
Minnelli Publishing.
Terrible reporting here. But she basically tells a teaser story, with this website, entertainment website, that's about her affair with Martin Scorsese.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And she says that both of them had volcanic tempers, and things were so intense that Liza Minnelli and her then husband, Jack Haley, once run into Scorsese in Greenwich Village, and Scorsese berated her because she was having an affair with a third person, Mikhail Baryshnikov.
Baryshnikov?
Yeah, Mikhail Baryshnikov, the ballet dancer. And Minnelli does say she was also sleeping with the ballet dancer at the time. And Scorsese says, "How can you do this to me? How can you do this to me?" As he's screaming at her in front of her husband about having an affair with a third man.
So Martin Scorsese was the other.
He was the other man.
Okay.
And he was screaming at her in front of her husband at the time.
About the other
about
man.
a fourth man.
The other man.
The other man, yeah. She says that she blames the affair on amour fou, the French term for a passionate relationship that becomes a destructive obsession. The relationship becomes a powerful hypnotic drug in every way, she says. And drugs also ruled the relationship. Quote, "As we filmed New York, 1977, where they met, Marty became heavier and heavier user of cocaine. It seemed that it was no longer recreational for him or for me. It was day and night, on the set, in between takes, and when we were out in the evening." So yeah, all kinds of interesting stories. I won't give it any more, but it seems like an interesting memoir.
Yeah.
So she is, let me see how old she is now. She is 79.
Oh, okay.
And Scorsese's 88 now.
Damn.
Yeah, he's getting up there. So I thought that was fun. If you're a memoir type person, that might be an interesting one.
Yeah.
But my real story is this, because we're coming up on the Oscars. The Oscars are upon us.
We're on the eve of Oscars.
The most beloved, hallowed eve.
If you're listening to this, we're on the
Oscars eve.
of Oscars. What's the day after the event? Post
We're post Oscars, yeah.
Okay. So congratulations.
Yeah, we'll get to that point. We'll get to that. we're gonna
Just insert a.
We need to say our congratulations at the end of this for who won the game. But this was an anonymous article or anonymous source that was an Oscar voter speaking to an entertainment reporter, whose name I share. "Hi, Pete. I enjoy all of your articles. I thought you might be interested to hear a take from an Academy member about this year's rules, which the rule is you have to watch.
You gotta watch
all the movies. They basically say you gotta watch the movies, and I think they have a thing like
And they're like,
I think you have to log into like this site and watch them through the site so they can confirm that you've watched all the movies.
It's like Microsoft Teams.
Yeah,
they can see if your mouse isn't moving.
Oh my god! But it's like I want to say like if you don't watch all the movies of a category, they won't let you vote on that category.
They should have you like required to come to a venue and check in and sit there for 12 hours and watch all the movies.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That's the only sure way that they would watch it.
Well, I mean,
or that they would know that they were watched.
Yeah, but if they log in, they can see that they downloaded it and watched it.
Yeah, you can do.
Yeah, you can game it if you really want to. But
Yeah.
So this person continues. I haven't even seen half of the nominated films, nor do I care to.
Does that include all
of them?
Besides Best Picture?
All of them, yeah.
Okay.
Because my time is far too valuable to spend watching movies I know that I'd never vote for, much less be able to sit through.
Oh my God.
I found most of the films I did see to be mediocre, and nothing I nominated made the final cut. Therefore, I don't want to lie. I decided I simply would not vote at all this year.
Okay, I guess that's good.
Yeah, so I'm thinking this person's probably pretentious and has a lot of
trying to
old
think-
school movie takes, maybe, you know?
Or maybe they just have
Everything that not nominated, they were not proud of. They were not.
very simplistic movie taste.
Could be. So this is the part that threw me off. Yes, I'd like to vote for K-pop Demon Hunters, but not at the price of watching four other movies I know won't be very good.
No Minecraft movie, huh?
I know. But really, the Oscars have become pretty irrelevant. Anora, Coda, Everything All at Once, Everything Everywhere All at Once, versus The Godfather, Lawrence of Arabia, or Patton. Which three movies will people still be watching 5 years from now? What a pretentious way to think about it.
That's so stupid. That's
Yeah, of course you're not talking. People are going to continue to talk about Everything Everywhere All at Once for years, but
it's incredibly cynical.
The Godfather is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah.
You know, but that doesn't mean that the next greatest movie, one of the greatest movies of all time, is not going to come out this year or next year or whatever. Looking back at it,
Yeah.
was that 50 years ago about when Godfather came out?
70s, probably.
Yeah, so it's about 50.
Yeah.
You know, so 50 years from now, 2066,
Minecraft movie.
we're looking back at the Minecraft movie like, fuck yeah, dude.
Pixels.
Sinners. So it's all about the films, they continue, not the award. Rather than watch the awards, I'll probably watch Singing in the Rain or North by Northwest or The Searchers.
Okay.
Real Best Pictures, which weren't even nominated. Feel free to quote me, but don't use my name.
It's such like a film bro.
I know.
Like they just discovered movies.
The Searchers wasn't even nominated. I'm going to watch that as penance.
It is an interesting thing to think about, or it's like you just said, like the next greatest movie could come out this year, whatever it is. Because whenever we think about like the movie that causes such a big wave in a year, and it's like, but is it as good as The Godfather? Is it as good as, like, it's always like
Lawrence of Arabia, Shawshank Redemption, whatever.
And it's like most people, I assume most people would be like, the film bros, like this, whoever this person is, would be like, no way, it can't be. It's not as good.
It never could be, because those are at a scale that you'll never ever be able to attain.
Yeah,
It's unattainable.
Yeah.
So funny. I thought it was just funny and also super pretentious way to look at it.
yeah, it's very cynical, and
Cynical. I think that's more cynical than pretentious, but maybe both.
there's definitely a little bit of highbrowness there going on.
But I mean, that's kind of what the Oscars is. It's people thumbing their nose at stuff that's not nearly as good.
A little bit, yeah.
I like seeing lists online from film reviewers. Like, I think it was the New York Times, film reviewer. Guy looked like he was about 100 years old, wearing a suit that's about 4 sizes too big, giant big bushy beard. Looked like one of the coolest guys on the fucking planet. Talking about movies that he watched this year that could have easily been nominated, but were very small and didn't have like a advertising budget to lobby for that.
Yeah.
And saw some interesting titles there I never even heard of before. And then he said, and here's some other ones that I absolutely love that did get nominated, which I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Give me a bunch of like stuff that you think is really badass, but no one's seen, and it came out this year and should get more recognition. And then also, by the way, my taste also is these movies are great too that did get nominated. It's not just shit because it's mainstream.
Oh yeah.
Mainstream shit is not shit.
Yeah, it's like
Just by the inherent fact that it's popular,
yeah, just because something is
kind of what this whole thing feels like.
It's like two sides of it. It's like people like it just because it's popular, but it's popular because it's also really
it's good.
Because
Yeah.
it's also really good.
So you're more likely to like it because it has a broad appeal and it's high quality.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
anyways, that's all I got.
But yeah, I can't wait for the Oscars to be over, because like the award seasons have just become more and more toxic in terms of like internet's reaction to certain things, because it's always like, if you like this movie or you think this movie should win over this movie, then you're racist or
I
you're
see.
sexist or you're this. Where it's like, I feel like being like a fan of movies and a fan of film, especially this year, because I feel like there's so many. It's like it's pretty stacked in my opinion. Whereas like I'm like perfectly, for the most part, like content with like any of these things, any of these nominees winning, any of these like actors winning, any of these actresses winning.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing like, there's no Emilia Perez to unite us
It's
all.
just F1.
Unite us all in hatred, you know, of something.
It's just F1.
It's like across the board, the spread is really good, you know, except for F1. But then like you have the stands of people of certain movies, and they didn't watch anything else. They only watched that, you know. So they're
I see what you mean.
so they're like, this movie should win because I watched that one and it's also really good.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like they're not entirely wrong, but there's also these other movies that came out that you didn't watch. I don't know. It's frustrating, and being on the internet is in general is frustrating.
Well, that's true.
But anyway, now the opposite of the Oscars, where the Oscars celebrate the best of the best of the year in movies, are the antithesis to that is the Razzies.
Yeah.
The wonderful Razzies, which I don't know if they still have an event or if it's just like online based now. Because I don't know how the popularity of that.
I think it's waned. Yeah, I mean, I'll look it up while you talk.
But they released their winners of the of the year, or losers. I don't know, however you want to. The receivers.
Yeah,
of
the recipients.
The recipients of the accolades of the Razzies. Can you take a guess as to what kind of took a sweep?
Oh, it's held the Saturday before the Academy Awards, always. And yes, they're still doing it.
Can you take a guess?
Snow White?
But, no.
Really? Snow White did not.
I mean, it's a sweep.
Oh, a sweep. War of the Worlds.
Correct.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much.
Worst Picture, War of the Worlds,
Yes.
2025. Worst Actor, Ice Cube in War of the Worlds. Worst Actress, Rebel Wilson from Bride Hard. I saw a poster for that movie, and then I never saw anything else after.
No.
Worst Supporting Actress, an actress named Scarlett Rose Stallone from a movie called Gunslingers. Never heard of it.
Sly's daughter.
Worst Supporting Actor, all 7 artificial dwarfs from Snow White. The Razzie Redeemer Award.
Yeah, that is Sly's daughter. Scarlett Rose Stallone.
The Razzie Redeemer Award is something where they finally give a good performance after receiving several Razzies.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
That goes to Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue.
Song Sung Blue.
And throughout her career, she's received a few nominations at least for
How did you feel about that, getting that award?
I don't know.
Hey, you did it finally.
Her previous Razzie nominations at least was My Best Friend's Girl, Mother's Day, and Music.
Music for sure.
Sorry,
Matt.
The worst screen combo would be, again, all 7 artificial dwarfs of Snow White. The worst prequel, remake, ripoff, or sequel, War of the Worlds. The worst director was Rich Lee from War of the Worlds. And worst screenplay, War of the Worlds by Kenny Gold and Mark Hyman. Yeah. So they don't have a whole lot of... I guess they don't have a whole lot of awards to give out. They can't be like worst music, worst cinematography, worst editing, worst...
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the Razzies, the parody award show.
No talent.
Ice Cube.
Mediocre piece of shit.
Some Razzies yelling at all their recipients.
Ice Cube beat out The Weeknd for Hurry Up Tomorrow. Dave Bautista from In the Lost Lands.
That was bad. That was really bad.
In the Lost Lands?
Yeah.
Scott Eastwood from Alarum, and Jared Leto from Tron Ares for the Undesirable Worst Actor Award. Yeah, I didn't look at the nominees. All I saw was the winners. But yeah, that's got that out of the way.
All right. Well,
I always forget about the Razzies until something like this comes out.
what, the Razzies?
Yeah.
Until the Razzies comes out.
Yeah, I like it's not something I'm like anticipating. I'm like, ooh,
Can't wait to see who sucks this year.
yeah. I know they had the Razzies got in hot water for nominating a child for what movie?
I don't remember. Let's see here. Razzies nominates child. It was 12-year-old Ryan Kiera Armstrong for Firestarter.
Oh,
Yeah, for
The remake?
2023 movie Firestarter. Yeah.
oh, was that recent? Oh, I thought it was like
She was 12 years old.
years ago.
Yeah, I also they basically did a clean sweep of all of Bruce Willis's movies when he was like going through dementia,
Oh yeah.
and they didn't come out that he was publicly going through like basically deteriorating. He was trying to hammer out a bunch of movies to make money for his family before he could stop acting.
Yeah.
And all the nominations came out, and then like a week later, the family's like, "Oh yeah, he's dying of dementia," and they were like, "You fucking scum, right?
God.
You pieces of shit."
So I get the nominations for Worst Picture: Electric State, Snow White,
Oh yeah, Electric State.
Hurry Up Tomorrow, Star Trek Section 31.
Ooh, I've heard that's really bad. Yeah.
Worst Actress was also Mila Jovovich from In the Lost Lands.
Yeah. The whole movie is bad.
Michelle Yeoh. What is this movie? Star Trek Section 31.
It looks like a WB drama.
Natalie Portman from The Fountain of Youth. Ariana DeBose. Worst remake, ripoff, and sequel. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Smurfs. Snow White, World of the Worlds. Nicolas Cage was also in this movie called Gunslingers, and he was nominated for Worst Supporting Actor.
I think I sent a clip to our MCFC chat about that.
Oh.
He's like really swinging for the fences with Gunslingers.
Ice Cube and his Zoom camera were nominated for Worst Screen Combo.
Worst screen combo.
Robert De Niro in The Alto Nights.
Oh yeah.
The Russo brothers were nominated for Worst Director. Trey Edward Schultz for Hurry Up Tomorrow. Yeah. So that's that.
That's that.
That's the Razzies.
That's that.
That's it.
That's that.
Anything else before we move on to some stream picks?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay.
Movies.
Wanna watch a movie?
Yes, indeed.
Disney Plus. Oh, HBO Max.
If I don't get the pick, show's over.
I have grown accustomed to Hulu Plus.
Amazon Prime.
I like Netflix.
Stream picks, movies that we watched on our streaming services that you can also watch on your streaming services or not. Pete.
First up, before I get into what I watched this week, I just want to say I see in here Binge Lord Dan has just watched The Guest for the first time, gave it 4.5 stars with a heart. Hell yeah. That movie fucks. A great movie. Dan Stevens is so good in that. The whole ensemble cast is good in that. Okay, let's see. What did I watch this week? What did I watch? We watched Send Help.
Correct.
I'll wait till your segment we can talk about that. We watched it in theaters right after last week's episode.
Yeah, a week ago
today. Yeah.
Yes.
I watched the Running Man reboot, and I had a good time with it. It's definitely disjointed in the storyline, and it definitely feels like there's entire segments that feel completely out of place. There's some really flat scenes in it that seem like they're supposed to be action-packed, and you don't even know what the hell's happening in it. Like the blocking is so bad you can't tell where anybody is and what's happening. It's kind of like Transformers 3, Transformers 4 level. It's just chaos of robots transforming, and you can't even see what's happening. But there was also some other really good stuff I liked about it. So I think it's worth a watch. It's a turn your brain off movie. Get some popcorn, turn your brain off. It's an weekday afternoon movie after work or something at best. So that is streaming. Let's see, where is that streaming right now? Let me confirm that. And that is from Edgar Wright is the director on that, of course. This is on Paramount, MGM, Fubo, and Philo. Okay, so that was Running Man. Next up for me, Strange Harvest, which listener Addison has been basically messaged 3 or 4 times saying, you gotta watch Strange Harvest. You gotta watch it, dude. It's great. And I couldn't remember exactly what it was that he was saying was so good about it. But it's a found footage, mockumentary style horror movie, and it's like a Talking Heads thing. It's like this crime has happened some years ago, and there are the detectives that were on the case are talking about what happened and how it went down after the fact. So they have interviews are set up, and it's professionally staged like a Talking Heads, like they're talking to 60 Minutes or making a documentary or something. And then they cut back to body cam footage of this police on the scenes. So there's multiple scenes, and it's kind of like a Zodiac killer. There's this person who's killing people in elaborate ways and harvesting organs along the way, almost like, and there's like, this one's missing a heart, this one's missing a liver, this one's missing an eyeball, a tongue.
Okay.
And it's almost like they're trying to build a person or something.
It's Dr. Frankenstein.
Something. And there's this really cool, creepy symbol that's left at the crime scenes, like written on blood on the ceiling, or scratched, built in sticks in the wilderness when the person's killed. And it's a triangle, like a equilateral triangle, like a 3 sides triangle, like the Trinity, with lines coming off each side and little circles on the ends. And then there's one of the deaths, there's leeches involved, and these specific leeches that are involved have a 3-sided mouth, so the marks that are left all over this person's body have that, like a triangle shape, which is pretty cool. I dug that. And I think the star of this movie is the practical effects of the bodies afterwards, because there's some really good makeup involved with like the corpses or the way that people are dying, and you're like, holy shit, it's got to be a pretty good budget. But it doesn't feel like a high budget movie. So whoever did this, let's see, let me look at the crew, see if there's any cinematography, composer. Letterboxd doesn't give into the special effect, the makeup effects or anything like that, unfortunately.
Oh.
But it is really good. The makeup effects and the creature effects, I guess if you want to call them that, are really good. So this is produced, written, and directed by Stuart Ortiz, who is a name I haven't recognized before. He did Grave Encounters 2.
Oh, okay.
Extraterrestrial from 2014. It Stains the Sand Red from 2016. So he's been around for a while, and this is really good. It came out in 2024, and I want to say it's streaming on Hulu. Let me check that.
I like the Grave Encounter movies.
Really? I haven't seen them.
The first one.
What's it about?
It's like another found footage, like paranormal investigator type story where they're they go into like in some insane asylum or something. But it was it was pretty spooky. It was pretty eerie, pretty creepy.
Nice. Also edited by Stuart Ortiz. Yeah. So this dude's did damn near the whole thing. And there's a really creepy mask in this. At some point you see like the killer and he's got a mask on. And I don't know how they made it, but it's a great looking mask. And it's kind of hard. There's so many mask designs, and this is what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
It's creepy. And there's so many mask designs nowadays that it's how unique can you be in a mask and not feel like you're stretching?
Yeah.
You know, like you're
trying too hard.
You're trying too hard. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that about creature design sometimes. You see creature design and you're like, okay, so it's a contortionist and they're moving creepy.
Yeah. They're crab walking.
And then when they look at the camera, they look at the person, they tilt their head to the side to show that they're deranged.
They do this thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Okay, I get it. You know, they stare at you and they look back, and like there's a fine line between like it's a cliche, you know.
Yeah.
So and this is not that at all. So it's Strange Harvest. It is streaming on Hulu. Very good found footage movie, and it's like a detective thriller with a little supernatural put in there.
Oh, okay.
You're not quite sure if there's something else happening or whatever, and they do a really good job. So yeah, great recommendation, Addison. Okay, and then lastly, Brianna and I are bravely and gallantly going through the Scary Movie franchise.
For what reason?
To prepare for Scary Movie 6.
Oh, you're gonna go watch it?
I mean, I'm not gonna go watch it, but I will watch it eventually. So, Scary Movie 1. From the year 2000. This is starring or directed by Keenan Ivory Wayans. This is a Wayans project.
The eldest Wayans?
Yes, eldest that we know about.
Yeah.
Starring Anna Faris, Regina Hall, Marlon Wayans, Sean Wayans. John Abrams.
Which one's Damon Wayans?
He's not even in it.
Oh,
Yeah. Marlon Wayans plays Shorty. He's the stoner one.
yeah.
And Sean Wayans plays Ray, who's like the gay one.
The gay one.
The one who he says he's not gay, but he is gay things throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
John Abrams plays her boyfriend, and Lachlan Monroe, who you probably recognize him. He's the kind of buff guy who's got the micro penis in this. He's from.
I'm trying to remember that scene.
It's like an I Know What You Did Last Summer thing, but somebody tapes up a Polaroid of his dick and it's a micro penis.
Oh.
And it says I know.
Yeah,
And, it's just, and then he's, who did this?
Oh, that guy. That guy. Yeah.
It's kind of buff, and he's from Night at the Roxbury's.
And White Chicks.
I owe you big time.
Yeah.
Gets to the big time
He asked the guy, "Would you rather?" Or no, he's the one being asked, "Would you rather?" in
White Chicks?
In White Chicks. Yeah.
Shannon Elizabeth as well. Sherry O'Terry plays Gail Hailstorm instead
What a
of
name.
Gail Weathers.
Sherry O'Terry.
I know. A bunch of people you might recognize. Kurt Fuller as the sheriff. Carmen Electra at the beginning, playing Drew Decker. So, yeah, it's funny. It's rated R. It's funny. It's stupid. Lot of dick jokes.
Yeah.
A little too much trans jokes for my taste.
Is there? I don't remember. Is there
The whole coach is Coach Man.
Oh, right. How could I
she's
forget about the balls?
Yeah, she pulls her into the locker or into the office in the locker room, sits down with the skirt and her balls fall out.
Yeah.
And it's just like, they're like comically long testicles dragging on her shoulder and stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of it doesn't hold up, but some of it does hold up. So
Yeah, definitely a little dated.
for sure. It's funny because like the whole trailer for the part 6 is like, we're canceling cancel culture. It's like, shut the
They
fuck
had
up.
a pronoun joke in there,
Yeah.
which is like such a 2016 joke to make.
Yeah, I mean, the weird thing is I didn't realize this, but that character she's a character from the newest Scary movie, Scream movie, the one that's set in New York, not the one that is just coming out now, but number 6, I think. And that actress who plays that character, they go by they them. So they made that joke specifically for that actress.
Oh, okay.
Which it's like, it's a kind of a dud of a joke, but it's also at the expense of this actress in real life. So it's kind of stupid. But anyways, a lot of this stuff is like, oh, you can't do this in 2026. Well, he did in 2000. Some of it went over fine, some of it didn't.
The canceling cancel culture is what Shorty said. The guy, Sean Wayans.
That's Sean Wayans, yeah. Oh, no, Marlon. Sorry, Marlon. So anyways, but there is some iconic stuff in here, like the "What's up" ghost face with the tongue sticking out.
Chillin', killing.
Yeah, and it's like, I thought about this, and I was like asking Brianna, I'm like, do you remember the "What's up" commercial? Because she's 6 years younger than me.
The phone.
It's like Budweiser, I think. Mm-hmm. And it's like, the whole joke is they're just saying,
What's up?
What's up? What are you doing? Hey, Joe's calling. Hold on. What's up? That's the whole joke. There's nothing to it more than that. And I realized that a lot of the bits that they're doing in it are very time relevant commercials, which is exactly how Kentucky Fried Movie was. And whatever the Amazon Women from Outer Space movie that we watched or whatever. It's like they're jokes about like stuff that's in pop culture now, but 5 years from now people would remember it. 20 years from now people aren't remembering that shit unless you're of that age. Like if you were to try to show that to my niece and nephew, they'd be like,
what?
Why are they saying "What's up"? What's the point of that? So it was fun. It was funny. It was okay.
Yeah.
That's Scary Movie 1. Scary Movie 2 from the year, let me see what year this was. That was 2000. Scary Movie 2, 2001. Also directed by Keenan Ivory Wayans. And this one is not nearly as good. The first one was fine, worth rewatching. Second one, you could pretty much skip. The one joke that really still lands is David Cross and he was in a wheelchair.
Oh, yeah.
And Chris Elliott, who plays the guy with the strong hand.
You don't like Tim Curry's long nipples?
That was good. That was very good. But there's them talking shit to each other back and forth
commercial
is really funny. And his whole bit about the strong hand, about him, he's like, "Here, take my hand, take my strong hand."
My germs.
Yeah, and he's mixing the mashed potatoes with his little hand. and it's like that stuff is still ridiculous.
I
and
probably
funny.
quote the second one the most.
Yeah, there's some very memorable shit from the second one.
Yeah. Cindy.
But by and large, it's
Cindy.
just a bad movie. It's like a poorly made movie. There's a sex scene with
Invisible Boy.
Tori Spelling.
Oh,
Actually.
a ghost.
Yeah,
the ghost.
And it's like the first sex scene from Scary Movie is supposed to be like Scream, and she finally gives her virginity to Billy Loomis in the Scream.
Yeah.
And go upstairs and whatever. That is an iconic, ridiculous, funny sex scene. There's one
Giant bush.
Yeah, one's the giant bush that comes out. He trims it with the hedge trimmers.
I guess it's been a while.
Yeah. Number 2, she talks like a demon, like she's becoming possessed, almost like Allison Monaghan or Moynihan, whatever her name is from American Pie, the redhead.
Oh yeah.
Where she's like, "Say my name, bitch."
Yeah.
And becomes like an aggressive person in sex, which is like the joke.
Mm-hmm.
But she was a virgin, and it's kind of funny. But then she starts talking like a demon. Her voice gets really deep, and you're like, guy's like, "What the fuck have I done?" And then she's on top, and when he comes, he blasts her to the ceiling and sticks her to the ceiling with like 100 gallons of opaque white jism. and it cuts back to his body as he's doing it, and he's like, the life force is being sucked out of him. He turns into like a skeleton.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's so funny. There had to have been so much involved for just those 2 quick shots.
And then we're gonna shoot her against the wall with a whole bunch of white.
The fucking ceiling. She's stuck to the ceiling. And in the sex scene in the second one, it's just poorly conceived, poorly executed.
Ghost sex.
Yeah, and she's like crawling all over the ceiling. It's like a rotating room. It's like they were trying to go for broke again, like with big production of this thing, and it did not land at all. Like the idea was there, it wasn't good. So the second one you could skip. I think you can skip, although there are some iconic moments from it. The third one, legitimately funny. Third one is good. And this is when Keenan Ivory Wayans released the helm to the Zucker brothers.
Was he involved still?
No.
Not a producer or
Let me
anything?
look. Producers, nope.
Really?
Original writers, they just got credit for the original characters. So this will get turned into a Zucker movie, which is like Naked Gun and Airplane, all those movies. And there are some truly iconic editing styles of this. You can imagine the Zucker style where there's a scene where Leslie Nielsen, and it definitely helps to have Leslie Nielsen in this.
Mm-hmm.
He's going down the line because he thinks all the people in his White House conference are shape-shifting aliens. He's punching them all in the face and going down the line, punching them all in the face.
Mm-hmm.
And the way it's shot, it cuts just like one after another. It's like a cartoon. And there's some Texas Switch style thrown out the window bits with Simon Rex. Where he gets tossed out the window, glass breaks, and he falls behind like a car or something. The millisecond he hits the floor, the real actor pops up. It's like way too fast for it to be real, which makes it funnier. And they do it twice, and I'm like, this is so fucking great. It's so perfect. Charlie Sheen's deadpan comedic acting, great. Simon Rex over the top comedic acting, great. Anna Faris is fully come into her own in this. It's a really good movie. I will stand by number 3. And they're all streaming on, let me see here, confirm, I think it's Paramount. Yes, Paramount.
Paramount.
So that's what I watched this week.
Okay.
And I have not seen 4 or 5, and I'm dreading them, but I will watch them this week and report back.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect a whole lot.
The ratings drop significantly. The fifth one has like a 4.1.
Oh, God. What's the highest rated one?
I don't know. I'll look it up while you do.
3?
Probably 3, yeah.
Okay, so I watched 2 of the Oscar-nominated live-action shorts. The first one is streaming on Netflix called The Singers. It's like 18 minutes long. It takes place in this bar in this middle of nowhere. It looks like a snowstorm is going through. It's a very dimly lit, loungy bar with a bunch of regulars in there. And this is, I think, the front runner for the live action short film category. I think probably because Netflix is behind it. and it's a really
What's it called? The Singers?
The Singers. It's really well made, really well produced. Like there's nothing like quality bad about it. And it is really interesting, I think. But I'm not sure what I was supposed to really get out of it necessarily, because you have all these guys in this bar drinking. There's a guy who's trying to gets people to buy a drink for him. And then there is somebody, the bartender, I think he bets a guy, the guy who's trying to get drinks from people, that if he can out-sing people in the bar, that he can get the $100 bill that's like on the ceiling of $1 bills.
Okay.
He's like, there's one $100 bill that's pinned up there, and you can have it and a free beer if you can out-sing, if you can out-sing everybody in here. And
Okay.
he's like very confident in himself. And he opens the challenge to anybody who wants to compete, right? And so you kind of get a couple of guys starting in. They're a little bit, what do you call it? In their cups.
Yep.
They don't sing very well. They kind of just haphazardly sing. I can't remember, like the national anthem or something.
Okay.
Just something very generic.
Star Spangled Banner.
And they're not great. And then they get laughed off. And then they're like, "I'd like to see anybody of you do any better." And then a guy sings. There's also like this really kind of to himself shy guy in there. He's got his hood on, just drinking a beer by himself. And it kind of turns into not a musical, but just like basically these people are kind of just showing off their talents. And there's like these actual genuinely good singers in this.
How long is it? About 20 minutes?
Yeah. And it was all right overall. Like I by the end of it, I was like, I don't really know what I was supposed to really get out of that. I felt like I was in the middle of a scene that didn't finish.
Oh, I see. It's tied for second in the running. 2 People X Saliva, 200 odds. But you're staying in the Singers 375.
So that's on Netflix. Worth a watch. 20 minutes. So streaming on YouTube is another Oscar-nominated short, which is the 2 People Exchanging Saliva. And
that's what it is. 2 people exchanging saliva.
Yeah. This is French, and this is a little bit longer, 36 minutes. And
Bordering on feature length.
it's definitely weirder for sure, because I mean, just based on the name alone, it takes place in a world where the currency is slaps. So if you want to buy something, you have to get slapped a certain amount of times. Obviously, the higher quality the item, the more slaps you take. So there's people with like bruises on their face, and there's people who like put makeup on their face to make it look like they're richer than they are.
Okay.
And also there's it's outlawed to essentially kiss. And it's especially focused on like the women who kiss. So it's like if a woman kisses a man, the woman gets thrown in prison, which in this case, the punishment is you are put into a long cardboard box taped up and just thrown off a cliff.
What the fuck?
It follows like this woman who works at this retail store, and every day, every morning to get into this mall type establishment, they have to get past. It's almost like a security check, almost, where they have to breathe in this person's face, and it's like the person who's checking is like just getting a face full of people's breath every day. To like
feels like a Louis Carax story, but it's not.
It's very strange, but kind of straightforward in a way in the storytelling. And there's a lot of like talk about. There's this guy who's bragged about not having brushed his teeth in over 60 years. There are people who just eat straight onions because they're trying to. Part of it is like they're trying to not be enticing for kissing.
Oh,
Having that disgusting breath, that onion breath, garlic breath,
dude.
And then like buying toothpaste is like buying drugs.
What the fuck?
It's really interesting. And
What does it all mean, though?
I don't know if I can tell you.
You're not French enough.
Yeah, it's a society where kissing is punishable by death, and Angine, the main character's name, is shops compulsively in a department store, and then she and the retail worker, who's kind of the main character in this, kind of develop a relationship of sorts, very platonic at first, and they become kind of obsessed with each other, and that raises concerns with like her coworkers and stuff, and like becoming like jealous, or that this retail worker is getting more attention from this wealthy woman, more than like the manager is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So really interesting. I'm kind of rooting for that one. Of the two that I've seen, I'm rooting for that one. That's on YouTube, as well as the other shorts are also on YouTube, or at least some of them are.
Angine, that weird French Canadian like duo band that wears the white and black polka dotted shit.
Yeah.
Their name is Angine de Poitrine, which is like the breasts of Angine. I didn't know that Angine was a name, French name.
Okay, my feature length movie that I watched.
Right.
We were talking about Martin Scorsese earlier. So I watched this movie from 1985 called After Hours.
Oh, that's a fun one.
About a guy who wants to hang out with this woman after hours, and it's like a really long, stressful night.
Yeah, it is. It's one set in one night.
And this guy's just like trapped on the other side of town, trying to get home
With no money.
with zero money, and kind of a very strange woman who's got like trauma and stuff, and
Weird madcap comedy from Scorsese.
and he just kind of runs into people that kind of not get him into trouble, but like don't really
They make it worse.
Yeah, they don't help him. What's funny is that this movie also has John Hurd and Catherine O'Hara in it as well, which I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, both of the Kevin's parents.
And it really like amps up in the second half of the movie. Things get
It just gets it's a snowball.
things
of a
get
movie.
intense. It kind of reminds me of like it's very like I wouldn't be surprised if this was like an inspiration for like Safdie style in terms of character driven.
Yeah, that's a good point. I never thought about that.
And it's not necessarily like of his own doing that the problems arise, but the situations he finds himself in are certainly like he's got a whole mob chasing him at one point, and it's like not even his fault at all.
No.
And he's just like this normal dude. He's a word processor, and he meets this girl at a cafe or like a donut shop or something, and he's reading Tropic of Cancer or something. And they bond over a book, and then she gives him her number, and then that's kind of when he calls her, that's kind of when the things start.
Yeah, it kicks off.
And yeah, it's definitely like darkly funny, for sure, and it gets stressful definitely in the second half. This is streaming on Netflix. I think it was leaving soon when I watched it. I don't know if it was leaving at the end of this month, probably, but yeah, it was very entertaining. And I guess the Griffin Dunn, the main actor, I think Scorsese asked him to like not sleep, and
Oh, really?
to like amp up his paranoia, or like the portrayal of paranoia in it. Asking your actor to kind of go method a little bit.
Yeah. It's funny.
And also Cheech and Chong are in this movie as Neil and Pepe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't remember them.
They're very young, and they're a duo. They like steal art. They like steal sculptures, and they drive in a van together, and they're like stoners. So
Oh, shit. Okay, cool.
And I thought that was interesting. I was like, is that
It's like
Cheech Marin?
yeah, Jack and KG in Bongwater, and I Know What You Did Last Summer. They were both in both those movies.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I would definitely recommend After Hours for sure. It should be on Netflix. And then I watched, also streaming on Netflix, one of the best actor nominated movies for Ethan Hawke is Blue Moon,
Oh, you watched it. Okay.
directed by Richard Linklater. And he's not going to win, but after watching it, I feel like Ethan Hawke should win
Really?
because it's 100% him in the movie. Like it's a chamber piece, and he's got like 95% of the dialogue in the entire movie. Wow. And this is about Lorenz Hart, who's a lyricist, it's a biopic, and he worked with Rogers of Rogers and Hammerstein before Rogers and Hammerstein were together. And it's essentially Oklahoma has just been released. And that's the first project that Lorenz Hart hasn't worked with Rogers. And so Lorenz Hart is feeling very bitter and upset that like the first project that this guy does without him is like the biggest project of this other guy's career.
I see. Okay.
And he's got like a lot to say about Oklahoma, and he's even aware that he's like, am I bitter? Yes, I am bitter. That doesn't mean I'm wrong though. He's got a lot of criticisms, and he's got a lot to say about a lot of things. And Ethan Hawke's like performance and charisma throughout the whole thing is very like it's like up here the entire time. There's not a whole lot of lulls with him. He's like constantly speaking, and it might be tiresome, depending on how you feel about a sort of unlikable character, but he's got like this asshole charm nature to him. He's very clever. It's very witty.
Okay.
And he's always got something to say. He's always got a response prepared for everything. And what's his name is in it? Andrew Scott plays Rogers.
Andrew Scott or Adam Scott?
Andrew Scott.
I don't know who that is.
You'd recognize him.
Okay.
This guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he plays Rogers. Margaret Qualley's also in this. Bobby Cannavale.
Yeah, I love him.
Plays bartender, who's like in pretty much 75% of this movie. It all takes place within a bar, and it all takes place like after hours in one night.
Cool. Dig it.
And I found like watching these kinds of movies that take place in one night, or any like a show or whatever other movie that takes place just in one night, you never really know how late it is.
Yeah.
And you're always wondering like,
It's Sun comic episode?
I know they're always talking about like, what are we doing after this? I'm like, isn't it like already like 11 p.m.? Like, I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah, really.
I know what else is there to do, but they're talking about like going to dinner, going to another bar. I'm like, oh, God, man, I just want to go home.
Yeah.
You kind of feel trapped a little bit with these kinds of movies where it's all taking place with one night. And After Hours is like almost like feels like a nightmare sometimes that I have, where it's like, where's home and why am I so like,
where is home?
Why am I so lost in the darkness?
Yeah.
But this movie is like, it's essentially a chamber piece. All takes place within a bar. I mean, there's a few like offshoots in different rooms and stuff, but I thought it was really good. I was really entertained, even though it is basically just like 100% dialogue.
Cool, that's good.
But yeah,
Linklater is good for that.
Yeah, really compelling. And this was based on like, I guess, letters that
it's based off of real stuff.
Based off letters that this guy Lorenz Hart had with Margaret Qualley's character Elizabeth. And there's like, he's like this horny little dude, because he's a lot of it he's talking about sex, and they talk about his sexuality because people are like, you're like, oh, is that a woman? Like, I thought you were, and he's like, you thought I was what? And so like a lot of that is like, it's like, is he, isn't he? And it leans that he is, but there's never an explicit moment where it's like, where he does something gay,
Okay.
Because there's this other scene where Margaret Qualley is like, her character is something that he's like is this person that he's like lusting after, even though she's like 20 and he's like
68,
a youthful 47. He says.
Oh, that's what he's. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he was older than that.
And she's telling him a story about like a time when she almost had sex, and he's like, and then what? And then what?
That's funny.
You know? So it's really interesting. I thought it was, I thought it was really good.
It's calling him Blue Moon.
Blue Moon, and that's the title of a song that that guy wrote.
Okay.
For me on Netflix. And yeah, he would be my pick for
Best actor?
For best actor. Honestly,
Do you wish you would have put your money on him now?
no, because he's not going to win. No, he's not going to win, unfortunately. But yeah, those are my stream picks. And then we watched
Send Help.
Sam
Sam Raimi's.
which is still in theaters.
I hope so.
I don't think there's a digital version of it yet.
No, not yet. Yeah, this movie's bonkers.
It's quite insane.
It's like a cartoon come to life in a lot of the scenes.
Yeah.
And Rachel McAdams plays, I thought from the trailer she was like an executive assistant, but she's not. She's like the lead of their strategic accounts, like analysts and strategic planning or something like that.
Strategic, planner, because like he keeps calling her an accountant or something.
Yeah, and or from HR or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like he can't remember what department she is. And she's very good. She's been at the company 20 years or something like that. And the CEO and owner of the company is an old man who she loved, and he loved her.
Well, not romantically.
No, just like as almost like a child.
Yeah.
And you never see him, but he more or less promised her the VP position that was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And then he dies and gives the company to his son, who is Dylan O'Brien, who's great in this. He's radiating young Adam Brody vibes. And he comes in, he's a frat douche bro. And he's going to give the VP spot to his other frat douche bro guy friend who worked for the company for 6 months.
Yeah, he went to college with him.
Yeah, they were in the same frat together.
Yeah.
And she basically is going to get passed over, and he's going to try to fire her because he thinks that she's slumpy. And
she is.
She is. Yeah, she could definitely be a little bit more professional and not like spitting tuna salad.
She's unkempt.
Yeah, she is unkempt.
Yeah.
So she's obsessed with Survivor, and she's got all these books on her shelf about surviving in the wild,
foraging
for berries, how to build shelter in the wilderness and stuff. And surprise, surprise, they get on a plane together to go to Hong Kong for a big business trip, and it goes down, and they're the only two that survive.
Yeah.
And he's got a busted leg, he's got a gash,
Yeah.
bone's not sticking out or anything like that.
It's not broken. It's just a wounded, like just
Heavily wounded,
Yeah.
yeah. And she essentially takes care of him, builds a shelter, and he's still bossing her around like he's the boss. And she's like, let me get you something fucking straight.
Yeah.
We're not in the office anymore. I know how to take care of us, and I am taking care of you. You need to be nice to me. And he's like, fuck off. You're so fired when you get back to the office. And she's like, okay, fine. I'll just go off on my own, and you can sit here for days. And she maybe leaves him there for like a day and a half. He's like baking in the sun.
Yeah.
And then when she comes back, finally, she's perfectly fine. Weaved herself like a nice sun visor out of leaves.
She's got a cup.
Yeah, she got a cup with her name carved into it, made out of bamboo, and he's like dying, and he's like, "Oh, you ready to be nice to me again?" So the funny thing that I liked about this is that you go back and forth whether or not who you're rooting for throughout the movie, because there is a time where she has a villain arc, and then you're like, I don't know, maybe she's a bad guy.
Yeah.
And then he does something despicable, and you're like, yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
He deserves it. Yeah, she should do whatever she wants to him. And then it goes back to, then you have sympathy for him, then you have sympathy for her, and it is interesting in that. But I knew it was going to be gross and goopy and stuff because everybody says it's like Drag Me to Hell, which is over the top, goopy and gross,
And also very cartoonish.
and also cartoonish. But there was 3 or 4 moments that Joseph and I were shouting in the theater, like, "Oh no, no, not in the mouth!"
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of that.
A lot of in the mouth stuff.
Yeah. So what do you think, Joseph?
Yeah, it was also like very wild, very crazy. Yeah, and gross. It definitely, like, I don't want to say it takes a minute to get to the gross part, but when the gross part does happen, it's like full force disgusting, like instantly. Because it's like, oh, blood, and then other stuff too.
Yeah, that's not just blood.
Yeah.
Why did your mouth have to be open for that?
I know.
I kept thinking what it would be like to be on set that day, where they shoot a blood cannon at her face,
I know.
splatter her with fake blood.
Yeah. I honestly kind of wish like the obsession with Survivor played more into like just like later in the movie, like because there's a whole like audition tape that she made to get on Survivor. And I feel like I wish that element, like you've been voted off the island, like
Oh yeah, that would be good.
that type of full circle, I guess, or payoff for
It could
that.
have been a nice one-liner.
Yeah,
It's a perfect spot for that too.
like find the hidden idol, like
Yeah.
you know, here's the challenge.
Yeah.
But yeah, the going kind of back and forth between like who you're hoping like makes it. I mean, you kind of hope they both make it, but then eventually it's like the villain arc thing with her because she gets a taste of power, you know.
Yeah,
and she's in her environment, like, you know, something that
She's like a pig in shit.
you know, something that she's been like training for, I guess.
It's almost like a sick pleasure that she takes. She's like, finally I get to use all this knowledge I've been building.
Yeah,
And then she's like, we could live out here forever.
I
And you're
know.
like, no.
I know.
No.
Yeah, but then you're like the villain part of her story, and I don't want to spoil too much, but it's almost like it's kind of obvious because there's information that is like that he doesn't know about because he can't. He's immobile for I don't know, like half the movie.
You can't explore the whole island.
And he's also like inept in this environment for sure, and doesn't know any better. And so that's like kind of when you're like why you would be rooting for him because it's like, well, like yeah, he's an asshole, but that doesn't mean
He should die.
yeah.
That's a weird thing with movies because a lot of times, like Brianna says this about the end of Midsommar when everyone's cheering on that he's in the bear suit. And she's like, I mean, he was a bad boyfriend, but it's not like he should be burned alive in a bear suit. You know, Christian, her boyfriend.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There is a weird thing in movies where like, man, he was mean to her. He wasn't very he forgot her birthday. He should fucking die. But in the real life, you'd be like, you should just break up with the guy. He probably doesn't deserve death.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the cult, the Swedish cult isn't burning him because he was a bad boyfriend.
No, but I feel like the people in
The audience reception.
Audience reception is like, you know what? Good for her.
Yeah.
I hear that's the most common. Good for her.
Yeah. But yeah, this movie does kind of go back and forth between who you're rooting for and, like throughout that whole journey, I mean, you're being like, you're being exposed to things that is like only Sam Raimi, I think, could do. And
Yeah.
I feel like he has kind of a quite a few like self-referential moments in this movie, like to his own stuff, to like past Evil Dead stuff, past just other projects. Like there was, and the grossness factor was similar to Drag Me to Hell, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
But by the end of it, it's like it's a satisfying watch, and I don't think that throughout the movie you're like, what's going to happen next? I feel like
You kind of know.
it's predictable in the sense that like you know beat wise what's going to happen.
I didn't mind at all though.
And I feel like he knows that you know something like that is going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like, it's like going on your favorite roller coaster. It's like,
Yeah.
I can't wait to get to this point.
Ooh, the loop is going to be scary this time.
Yeah. But yeah, it was super fun and gross and hilarious, I think.
Well made too. Just
Yeah.
a fun time.
For sure.
There's one scene that stuck out to me that I was laughing audibly in the theater out loud. And there's a moment when he gets a little bit better and he's able to kind of walk around hobble around on his own a little bit. And he once again takes her for granted and is like, you know what? I'm out of here. I don't need to hear your condescending bullshit. I'm going to make all my own stuff. I'm going to go make my own shelter over there.
Yeah.
It's a couple of sticks and some leaves, and the montage of him trying to build his own shelter and failing, and then a rain cloud comes because you see her it shows all the great survival techniques. Rain is coming for day one.
Yeah.
She digs a hole in the sand, somehow has a bunch of coconuts in half.
Already.
Like, skip that part.
Yeah.
But she has 4 coconut halves, and she flips them upside down and then puts these channeled leaves upside down, draining into the coconuts so that the rainwater
Funnels
into them. Great idea. You could drink more, put it right back in. Feed him, put it right back in. So he tries to do the same thing, and the rain cloud's coming, and he's,
Yeah.
I gotta get the stick, I gotta put the leaves in there. And as soon as he does, the second he lines the leaves up, the rain cloud stops like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Like a Bugs Bunny cartoon. And then he looks over at her, and she's all happy, and she's like, hi, neighbor.
Yeah.
It was like like a Looney Tunes cartoon.
When he first
So funny.
When he first does that, I thought he went further away,
too.
but he's literally like 50 yards away.
He's about, if that, 50 yards away. So yeah, great fun to watch. It's get some people together. Don't eat chili dogs or anything like green.
The only thing, goopy
Nothing
or
sloppy or goopy.
green or yellow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's a lot of bodily fluids from not just humans that are expelled all over the place.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but it's a really fun. I'm glad we watched it in theaters, and I'm glad Joseph was there with me because we got to hoot and holler in the theater.
Yeah. It was a fun time for sure. But anything else? Anything else to talk about?
I got nothing.
All right.
So thank you to our cool ass yard dudes over on Patreon. That's Javier, Heather, Michael, and Chris. If you want to support us on the Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/middleclassfilmclass, or just support us by watching it on YouTube and sharing with a friend. That is its own way of supporting as well. Until next time. Thank you for joining us this week, Gab and Chatter. We talk about Liza Minnelli, the Razzies, and people who don't give a fuck about the Oscars. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/MCFC podcast. Send us an email, mcfcpodcast@gmail.com.
And follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Follow us on Twitter at Podcast MCFC, and TikTok and Instagram at Middle Class Film Class.
There we go. And we're going to go do a review of No Other Choice in just a second, so stick to this if you're live on the YouTube. If not, we will see you on Wednesday.
See ya.
I'm gay.
Oh, it's time for class.
Class is in session!
Roll call. Bueller.
I'm gonna be late for class.
Bueller.
Am I hallucinating here? Just what in the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm late for class.
You are mine now. You belong to me.
Did you study for the test?
No more complaining. No more Mr. Kim left to go to the bathroom. Nothing. There is no bathroom.
Hello, classmates, and welcome to another episode of Middle Class Film Class Movie Review Edition. I'm your host for today, Joseph.
I'm Peter.
And this week, we will be talking about the supposed Oscar snub
Yeah, maybe.
of 2026. No Other Choice.
침묵하세요. 나는 좋은 사람이다. 실직은 하고 싶어서 하는 게 아니다.
여기 적힌 것들 자제하기, 아빠 취직할 때까지. 나 테니스 포기, 내 차, 그리고 우리 집. 우리 남편에 비하면요, 인간 벼락 같은 것만.
침묵하세요.
나는 내 식구들 입에 밥을 넣어주기 위해 무슨 짓을 한다. 어쩔 수가 없다.
특별한 일 없으셨습니까?
그 두 분이 사라지셨어요.
면접 잘 봤어?
Christmas. The Christmas movie of the year.
Yeah, that's right.
No Other Choice, a Korean film directed by Mr. Park Chan-Wook, or Chan-Wook Park, depending on your preference,
I guess.
or his preference.
I'd love to find out what he prefers.
Yeah, I don't know. This is 2025 release. This is after being fired, a man devises a unique plan to secure a new job. Simply eliminate his competition.
Yeah.
Which is a very, very abbreviated synopsis. This is written by Park Chan-wook as well as Donald E. Westlake, who I think wrote the novel.
Yeah. He was also a writer for The Grifters, Point Blank, and Payback.
Oh.
That Mel Gibson.
Payback.
Yeah, Mel Gibson.
Wow.
He's a novelist.
Yeah. Also written by Lee Kyung-mi and Don McKellar, as well as Jay Lee. A lot of people involved in that part of it. This is a dark comedy, for sure. That's how I would describe it. A little psychological, a little bit of a thriller. Satire of corporate, climbing the corporate ladder in a sense, or what it takes to when you're so in need of a job.
How people find their personal value and personal their personal edification from their job,
and people's stubbornness and not to compromise in doing anything else.
Also, I feel like there's a lot of commentary about how it's easier to tell somebody else to do something even though you should be doing it for yourself.
Oh yeah.
It's like, just eat healthy and exercise. Yeah, but I'm not going to do that for myself.
Yeah. Me? No. I'm fine.
But that guy should fucking do it.
Yeah. And this stars Lee Byung-hun, Sun Yi-jin, Park Ji-soon, Lee Sung-min as like the main leads, mainly Lee Byung-hun as Man-soo, the father and husband of this family who is the one who gets fired and ultimately has to, or he feels like he has, the only way he can secure his next employment opportunity is just by literally killing the other interviewees.
Yeah.
And that's the premise of the movie. And he's not a skilled person in that manner.
No, he's a paper man.
Yeah. It's like, this was like a dark version of The Office.
Kind of. Yeah.
But like what happens outside of The Office. He's also really into gardening and plants. That's kind of an aspect of his character that comes into play in a couple different ways. And this was a movie that got zero recognition at the Oscars for nothing. No international feature, no best picture, no actor, no screenplay or adapted screenplay. Nothing, no nods. Instead, we got F1. And I guess we'll talk about whether or not it should have been up there or not. So let's get into some initial reactions. Pete.
I really like Park Chan-Wook movies. Anybody who didn't watch the last episode, the Gavin Chatter episode, a little under the weather, so forgive me if I'm coughing or hacking or whatever. So I love Park Chan-Wook movies. Love Old Boy, just an all-time classic. I Saw the Devil, it's great.
Is that a Park Chan-Wook
Stoker?
movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I Saw the Devil, Lee Byung-hun also in that as well.
Okay.
I know him from I Saw the Devil. He was in Joint Security Area too, which I haven't seen, but it's one of his highest rated movies, Park Chan-Wook's highest rated movies. He was also he was the voice of the big bad guy, Guima, in K-pop Demon Hunters, and was one of the main characters in Squid Game as well. So recognizable guy. I liked him a lot. He played an interesting range of emotions in this. I love, people will say, Parasite really lays on thick that sort of upper class Korean culture with the interesting house, and it's ultra modern and it's kind of set up on a hill and away from everything else and lowlands. And they did the same thing here, very similar.
Yeah.
Beautiful house. Love it.
I know. I want to live in that house.
know.
That he puts his office in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's really cool. And, it's like a two level with a basement or something like that. And it's dug into the hillside. Really similar to that influencer who he goes and spends time with at the very end of the movie. His house also away from everything, out in the wilderness, as he says. I really liked that. It's a beautiful movie in the sense that Park Chan-Wook does a great job of putting in interesting transitions, interesting camera angles, shot compositions, a lot of like sweeping,
a lot of movement
in the camera. And it all is, I think, done for a purpose, to put you in a place to focus on this portion of the frame that you're looking at, or to put you in perspective of like how far this character is from this other character. And it kind of looks like a little bit of like show-offy a little bit. But it's
a little flexy.
Yeah, as he's saying, look at this, watch this cool shot for basically just a guy watching another guy walk.
There's only one shot in this movie that I thought was really not necessary.
Well, which one was that?
It was like a POV dog shot.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what is that's kind of totally
for fun.
Totally random.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it is a funny movie, and it is interesting because you do like the guy, but he's doing things that you don't like.
Yes.
And throughout the movie, he's faced with making these decisions that, like, he's steadfast in his resolve. He's decided to do this thing to save his family at the cost of ruining other families.
And his own, in a way.
Yeah, he is. So it shows the parts of his life that he's a good guy, and it shows the parts of his life that he's a bad guy too. So I respect that too, because I like movies that they don't give you an easy way out for liking the protagonist. Like, he can be unlikable, but he's not a villain.
No, well, not necessarily. No.
He's like a anti-hero, or like a likable antagonist or something like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to say exactly what he is, but you know, he's definitely interesting, and which I like. And I kept thinking, like, the other thing about this movie, which it kept me kind of locked in, was they give you little hints, like little foreshadowing. Classic literature, classic storytelling in movies, it's like he gives, at the beginning of the movie, he gives her some dancing shoes, and the wife, and she says, "Oh, you're not supposed to give your significant other dancing shoes." And he's like, "Why is that?" "Oh, because then she'll run away in them and she'll leave you." It's like the superstition or whatever. Never heard that before. But, and then so you're thinking immediately, well, it's all going to come crashing down. His wife's going to leave him, and he's going to leave him for these younger men. She's got multiple young men in her life, which are maybe not clamoring for her, but she's desirable. She still looks very young. She's a kept woman. She's rich. She's got nice things. She takes tennis lessons. Their daughter takes cello lessons.
Yeah.
And they have this beautiful house. But she never does. Spoiler alert, she never strays. She never leaves him.
You're kind of, yeah.
There's the dance sequence, but at the very most, that's her trying to A, just dance while he's not there, and then B, make him jealous when she realizes that he's there. So it doesn't go in a lot of the ways that you think it would go, based off of the foreshadowing and the way that traditional American storytelling is, which I liked. It did leave me a little bit unsatisfied in some of it. Like, once he lays out his plot, he's like, I really liked the bit about him setting up the resumes, or like requesting the resumes from all these people.
Oh, yeah.
They're basically like signing their own death wish by selling themselves so good. Grades them A+ down to C, gets rid of all the B's and C's, and he's like, these A+ guys right here, these are the ones I got to kill.
Yeah.
And I liked that whole sequence of him figuring out who he's going to target, who's the real competition. And, but then I'm looking at it, I'm like, he spends like fucking 45 minutes on the first guy.
Yeah.
It's like, there's only like an hour left of the movie, and he still got 4 people to kill.
And he doesn't even end up killing him.
No.
He almost like tries to like save him in a way.
Yeah, he does. He's like, oh, no, don't go in there. Don't go in there. It's like, yeah, go in there and then break it all up. And then you could, pretend like it's a suicide or something.
Yeah.
Though throughout the movie, it shows how inept he is. And, Park Chan-Wook does a good job with that historically in his filmography. Like, kind of like I Saw the Devil. There is a weird, deranged cat and mouse between the detective and the serial killers that is almost like slapstick comedy. And it's weird how he portrays these gruesome crimes. And it's weird, like, thinking somebody who is just a paper man, who is a what's the word I'm looking for? Recreational gardener. How he approaches murdering people.
Yeah,
bearing the guy up to his mouth, up to his head, and then.
Yeah, that was so specific.
Like, why, of all the things you could have done, you could have done it 10 times easier in a million different ways, I think.
What? Yeah, it was definitely like head scratching.
I think he decided to do it that way because he didn't want it to seem like a murder, because those detectives were already on the case and they didn't want to make it seem any more or whatever. So, he drank himself to death. Everybody knows he's lush, blah, blah, blah. But bearing him up to the head?
Yeah, why that? Was it just to fully encapsulate him and not be
so he couldn't move?
Yeah, I guess.
But that's just what he knows.
Yeah.
Dig and plant trees.
I guess so, yeah.
I don't know. So, yeah, ultimately, I liked it. I don't think I liked it nearly as much as other Park Chan-Wook movies. I think Decision to Leave is a better movie. I Saw the Devil, very different movie. I still like Stoker more. I think Stoker's got a mood that I just can't kick, and I can't get enough of that. But it is what is very good. So I guess when it comes down to my enjoyment of it, I think of it from two perspectives. Did I like the movie? I did like the movie. Did I feel satisfied with it? Maybe a little bit. But also I look at it from the other side of it is, should this have been taken the place of something like The Secret Agent or Sentimental Value as a best foreign feature? Or could it have taken place for them in the best picture in general? I don't know. I don't know if I would. I think The Secret Agent is a more full movie with a tone and an energy with a historical context that I think is
Well, I mean, it still kind of has an unsatisfying sort of.
It does. It ended at the end was like very unsatisfying. But that's kind of the point of that movie, and I don't know if I felt that with this one.
Mm-hmm.
And Sentimental Value, I think you can argue whether that's a better movie or not, but I think it was a more deliberately made movie, and it felt like something easier to digest for the Oscar crowd than something like this. So I think that they probably got it right, except for F1.
Mm-hmm.
But as I said before, I believe that F1 was in there on a strategic. Basically, it's a DEI hire, as they say. They wanted to get the bro crowd in there. They want eyes on the Oscars for the F1 people, and there's a general audience appeal to F1, and there's a guy dude bro approach to F1, and there's a huge, big money market to be, I guess, garnered from having people who are into F1 say, well, maybe I will watch the Oscars this year. Well, it could be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that achieves. More eyeballs on the screen. I don't know. You know, planning for next year. So they say, hey, we got so many millions of viewers this year.
I can't wait for F2.
But yeah, so ultimately, I enjoyed it. I think it was a little bit long for what we got, but it was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought it was very good. I thought like our main actor was really good. Mm-hmm. And the other interviewees, his targets were good, like kind of opposing forces to him. Especially the first guy who is just kind of lives like a kind of a sad-ish life, and him
alcoholic with the music.
Yeah, him being an analog media enjoyer, and the fact that like all of these, well, I don't know about all of them, but him specifically is also very similar to the main character in the sense that like he doesn't want to do anything else, and even though his wife is like, well, you opened a music cafe. You could totally do that. And he's like, I don't want to do that. I want to work in paper. But he's got like that really sick room of all of that media and speakers. And that whole scene, that whole section of the movie I thought was really good. It made for a really great, like humorous bit, them all fighting at the end, at the end of that scene. In the music room. I thought was really great. Them like trying to go for the gun and him getting shot in the shoulder, and then just it was really funny. And then like even before that, when he's taking off all the oven mitts to reveal the gun underneath, that was hilarious. I think the use of his gardening skills in like disposing of a body was really well done, and like kind of like if in any other movie. Like it'd be really creepy, like Dexter-esque, I guess, because like look what he did. He contorted this body.
Yeah, that was crazy.
To do that, and you get a glimpse of that earlier when he's trying to form a shape of a tree of the bonsai, and the family dynamic with the daughter being really into music and with the implication of her like being on the spectrum or something. I thought was really, really interesting part of the story. And I mean, she was also like just a really cute, like little girl in the family. And the payoff with like her playing her music in the house, finally, I thought was really good.
What do you think brought that on? Things are back to normal for them?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
She got her dogs back.
Yeah, the dogs. I like how like they kind of ended like 1 and 2. Like
C1 and D1.
C1 and C2.
And then C1, and then that was the kids' names. The kids' names were, where are they here? It's C1 and Re1.
Yeah.
And then the dogs' names were C2 and Re2. I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, the small bits of humor, like him at the interview when he's like blinded by the reflection off the building. And he keeps like moving over to
very uncomfortably trying to get out of the glare.
I thought that was great.
Sweating.
Him like being a sort of a clumsy like not wanting to necessarily kill these people, but like and he like covers the guy's face to shoot him, even though he doesn't do it that way at all, and the guy just runs away, but he still ends up shooting him. There was a lot to like about this movie, but I guess I would feel very similar in like the sort of like unsatisfied realm. I mean, because in the end he does get sort of what he wants, right? And then you think like when the wife kind of like finds out, or the son is the one who first sees it happen and then tells the mom, and then
the mom's like, no, he did bury something there, but don't worry, it was just a pig.
But she's like covering for him, essentially. And then her being like, I guess a devoted partner in that sense, or it's like you do bad stuff, I want to do bad stuff with you, or like I like
we're going down together.
We'll do it together. You know, I do like the son getting in trouble with the police, but then it's like he doesn't know why the son was in trouble with the police. He like assuming that they're there for him.
I'll explain everything at the station.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
And they just brush right past him just to go for his son. They don't even tell him like, oh, we're here for your son.
Yeah, exactly.
But and then like production wise, like cinematography and editing, like really good. I've only seen Old Boy from him, from Park Chan-Wook. And
I think we should watch Joint Security Area.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of like great match cuts in No Other Choice. A lot of great camera angles, like the glass, the drinking of the glass of the beer, and the was like it was really cool. Sound design was really good. Yeah, I think overall it is good. I think it should be in the category of international feature. I don't know if it would replace anything
see what they
besides F1. But I definitely think it should be at least considered, because Park Chan-Wook has not been nominated for anything.
Sirat, Sentimental Value, The Secret Agent, It Was Just an Accident, and The Voice of Hind Hijab.
Yeah. I think it does have a place in there. What it would replace, I don't know. If it had to replace something, I don't know. But if there's room, it should be in there. I think at least that. I will say that like Sentimental Value, like I got more out of like emotionally
I agree with that.
and everything, and so I enjoyed it a lot more. Is it a better movie? I don't know. I think No Other Choice is saying a lot of stuff about your work-life balance and the corporate structure and the desire to the sort of man-made desire to like be employed, I guess, you know, and not willing to compromise anything to do that, because he could totally do something else. He doesn't have to be a paper. He's not even like high up on the ladder. He's like, it'd be like,
it's kind of like Brianna's dad was the lead of the.
He's like a foreman.
Yeah, he's basically the lead of the entire plant, the production lead, which is a really high status for a large company like that, especially when you're talking with heavy machinery. Like the guys that work on the floor, they make a pretty good wage.
Yeah,
doing dangerous stuff like that. But the guy that oversees all that, plant manager, he makes really good money. And so you're I don't want to say like second or third from the top, but you're pretty close to that, you know, for a large company. And it is shocking when you spend 25 years in an organization, you've given them your blood, sweat, and tears, and it's like, that's all you know.
Yeah. And like why he loses his job is because this company was bought out.
American company comes in and they downsize for automation.
And this was, I don't know what other movie, but has like, has this, but like I feel like the name of this movie was said a lot throughout the length of this movie.
Almost every character takes a turn saying it.
Yeah, the first time it's from an American guy. He's like, "Sorry, there's no other choice," and then he gets in the SUV and drives off. I do like his little speech rehearsals that he does and the crib notes that he writes on his hand throughout. Basically, how he's like how it's gonna go, and then the toothache. That's throughout the whole movie, until a climax towards the end with the alcoholic guy.
Do you think the fact that he actually pulled the tooth at that moment was like, after this guy's dead, he's done? Like he pulled it out and he's like, this is my sweet release, and man, it felt good. So can't wait to kill this guy and just get it over with.
Yeah, those shots of that the tooth, the pliers in the tooth. I was like, oh my god, it's like gnarly. It was gnarly. I was like waiting for him to like crush it.
Yeah,
I was teeth stuff.
You think you could do that?
No,
you can pull your own tooth out.
I mean, I don't know what sort of pain I'd have to be in to do that.
Imagine immense pain, constant numbing.
And there's no other choice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How fitting.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could.
I don't know either. If there's a pair of pliers in front of me,
if it was that loose, like it was wiggling, I wouldn't think it would take that much effort to pull out.
Just twist it.
No twisting, straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I don't know.
Like pulling a carrot out of the ground.
Yeah, I do that all the time. But yeah, this was it's got nominations for other awards and wins for other awards, but no Oscars.
It was based off of the 1997 dark thriller called The Axe,
which
is weird because it's spelled the AX, not the AXE. I wonder what's different about that.
That's how I spell it over there. I don't know. Well, actually, it's
American.
It's an American book. That's how I spell it over here.
It's about a laid-off middle manager who systematically murders his job market competitors to get a new position, turning corporate downsizing into literal hunt for his rivals. The book is known for its chilling portrayal of a man pushed to extreme violence by corporate culture, blending suspense with social commentary on unemployment and corporate greed. It was also adapted into a 2005 French film called The Axe, and no other choice, of course.
Would you do that? Would you kill
somebody?
Kill your...
No, I just outperform them.
Oh, okay.
Like I think about that sometimes. I've been in an auto body my entire career, my entire life, basically. And I think the skills that I learned in production, actual like hands-on production, operations, would parlay to other things, but not nearly as good as actually working on cars. And then I've been an estimator. That's a really fast-paced sort of expectations and a lot of juggling, kind of like being a waiter at a high-end restaurant. You have to juggle a lot of things and have a lot of knowledge about very specific things. I've managed locations and I managed multiple locations. And that, there's HR things you learn from there, politics, how to deal with people, how to say the right thing when you mean something different, how to not come across as an asshole, how to polish yourself and say, I may not be exactly like all these other people who are high performers, but I bring my own aspect to the role. It's like there's a lot of things I've learned from there. But if I were to lose my job tomorrow, I could not go down. Maybe I could go down to one of our competitors and like apply and say, hey, I have all this experience. Hire me. Give me a bunch of money and I will do what you need to do.
Yeah.
I may or may not be able to do that. So I would probably have to do
like emotionally or
no, like I don't think
legally.
The opportunity wouldn't be there.
Oh, I see.
Like it'd be like, yeah, sure. Hey, take the same job you had over there, but just with this company.
Oh, okay.
Like those jobs don't come in at that, middle management or, upper management. They don't just show up all the time.
Yeah.
So it's not like you can walk down there and be like, I gotta like make money like now because I have a mortgage payment next week that has to come and I have no income.
Yeah.
It would be very hard to do. So I sympathize with his character, but I also don't sympathize because if that were to happen to me, I would be having fire sales for things that I don't need.
Oh.
I have things that I don't need that I like having. And I would be selling that shit right off the bat, like listing them immediately, things that I don't need that are, could make money, cars, guitars, physical media,
which is
collectibles.
A part of this movie because they talk about like kind of downsizing.
But they wait like 3 or 4 months for that to happen because his wife is like, well, you said you'd get a job in 3 months. It's like, fuck, no, you don't have that. And he has a severance package too.
Yeah.
So they're living business as usual off of his severance package for at least 3 to 4 months. I think it was actually longer than that because by the time that she has that conversation, they're already in foreclosure, almost. They're on the edge of foreclosure, and they've missed at least 4 payments.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that was like between 6 and 9 months. And there was also an aspect of the production that was interesting. At the very beginning of the first shot, the entire yard at his house is very lush, very green. And as this time goes on, you see it's dying away, and there's more brown in the yard. Less the grass has died, the plants are shriveling away, and there's a lot less green in there.
Well, they do talk about the changing of the season.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if that's what it is. If it's just fall, or they are not able to upkeep with all that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But they, at some point, she's like, okay, we're gonna have to cut back on all this because, you know, you said you can get a job in 3 months, and here we are now.
Yeah.
We've been living as usual. I'm like, shit, I'd be canceling all my streaming services off the bat, sell a car or two, get rid of all the shit, because you don't know if it could be 6 months until you're able to get back to that level.
Yeah.
So, and I would have, honestly, I would be in the same boat as he is. Do I stay in auto body?
Oh, yeah.
Or do I move to another career and try to take the skills I learned there and put them somewhere else? It's a big choice. It's scary.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I wouldn't do though. I wouldn't go and find my competition and murder them
for a job.
No,
Yeah.
I would just outshine them. I'd say, hey, you know my career, you know what I've done.
I don't have to kill them to do it.
Yeah, I know. Just hire me. You will not regret it. I guarantee you.
And nobody will die.
Yeah,
That's a weird thing to say in an interview.
It is a little off-putting. If you hire me, no one has to die. Just think about that. See, you're saving a life by hiring me.
You're saving 1-2 lives,
At
maybe.
least 3 or 4, probably.
Yeah, and your own.
That's not included in the 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
think about it.
It is interesting. I mean, think about it. It would be something similar to, like, you know, in a different type of story, because this is corporate greed, corporate culture, tying your identity to your career, but that's somebody else's, like, livelihood. Like,
yeah,
I'm working for someone else's business. I consider my shops my business, and I like to think, you know, teach my general managers, this shop is your shop. Run it as if it was your shop. You know, if you want to give rental away, give rental away. You want to, you know, price match things, do it. But your margins will suffer. Is that a long-term gain that you want to do for the reputation, or is it a short-term loss that you're willing to live with, et cetera, et cetera? It's like, it's different though, because at the end of the day, it's a corporation. Somebody else is going to suffer from it or succeed from it. You know, the thing that you're gambling on is, are you going to have a job in a year if you continue to, you know, perform poorly or whatever it is? The same sort of story has been told 1 billion times about a family business. Like, you took over dad's business, and you're 3rd generation cobbler or something, you know, and it's like, now the times are changing and no one needs their shoes repaired anymore. They're just buying on Amazon. Or, you know, like, You've Got Mail, the small bookstore is getting put out of business from. So it's not someone within the corporate structure of that. It's someone from the outside of the corporate structure lamenting the corporate structure. This is a story that's like the 2nd generation culture story, where it's like, you're not telling the story from somebody outside of that big evil corporation. You're telling someone from within it, and they're trying to stay part of the evil corporation or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
by any means necessary.
Yes, exactly. So, you know, it's a weird, very prescient story, and it did resonate, but
yeah,
I still think that I was left wanting just a bit more.
Yeah. I mean, it's certainly absurd. An absurd dark comedy, because it is like an extreme version of what this guy's literally doing is what you, like, metaphorically are doing, you know?
Correct.
And, like, eliminating your competition by being outperforming them. But in this case, he means just killing them.
Yeah.
I will survive out of them.
Yeah.
But I will be the reason that they're dead. And it's only those top ones. It's like, was the implication that they're the only ones being considered, or just the ones that he thinks are probably going to be considered?
He grades them like a test.
Yeah. I thought it would be ironic and funny if, like, he was going to be considered for the role anyway, because there's a moment where the guy is talking on the phone with the guy's already dead, the guy he shot, who covered his face.
Okay, yeah.
And the detectives find his phone, and the phone rings, and it's one of the interviewers. And he's like, oh, finally you answer. He's like, I've been trying to call you. And the guy's like, oh no, this is a police person, you know? And he's like, oh, we were calling to offer him the job.
Yeah.
And I, you know, there's a moment where he's like, what was his name? You know,
Yeah, Bummo.
yeah.
Goo Bummo.
I thought it would have been kind of funny. Mr. Park Chan-Wook, I thought it would have been kind of funny if like he was already going to be considered for the position.
Oh, he calls the other guy and says, we're choosing another candidate.
Yeah.
And he chooses the guy.
Yeah, and he didn't have to kill all those people.
Or he kills them all and then he still doesn't get the job because they go to like somebody he graded a C.
Oh, yeah.
He gets passed over.
I know. Or they don't hire anybody because like I've applied for plenty of jobs where they don't hire anybody.
Yeah.
You know,
we have postings sometimes that it's like, we're going to do this. We're going to hire 2 people. And then, a month into it, I'm like, well, did you hire my person? Because if they are, if they're going to get hired, then I need to make plans for her replacement.
Yeah.
I'm like, actually, we're going in a different direction. We're not hiring anybody for that. We're restructuring. I'm like, oh, like fucking tell me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like either like there was no good candidates or they didn't check their budget or something.
Yeah. Or they're like, okay, we're not going to have this department. This department's going to be absorbed by that department.
Yeah.
And it's like, that shit happens all the time in corporate structure.
Yeah. But ultimately he gets the job, right? He gets the job.
A different one.
It's and he's
the lead of automation, the automation department and production.
Yeah, because they eliminated all the laborers in that department, and he's just a guy who's just checking on machines.
Yeah.
And the giant ream of paper,
Yeah,
like the
so cool.
huge thing. And I'm like, oh my God. I didn't even think about like paper being like just like huge sheets and then they cut it up.
Cut it into smaller sheets. Yeah.
You know?
It's pretty cool. I really like it. Have you ever seen the industrial cutting machines, the slicing machines?
Like when they're like
it's like a machine. Yeah, it's like a press.
Yeah,
but it's got a hard edge on it and it cuts straight.
Yeah.
That is so satisfying.
I see people going like this and then
I know. It's scary. I tell you what, working in an industrial production and heavy equipment repair.
Yeah.
We see videos. Safety videos.
Like red asphalt?
Very similar to that. And we don't force our people to watch them, but they float around and people will see them and it's like, hey, watch this guy get his eye blasted out by a cutoff wheel that exploded. It's
oh
like,
my God.
That's why you wear safety glasses and a visor. You have 2 layers of protection.
Oh,
Your
jeez.
safety glasses and a face shield at the same time. Because if one of those things are spinning at 8,000 RPMs and it's made of rigid composite that's designed to cut through metal and it explodes. When I was in school for that, somebody had one of those and it exploded while he was using it and it shot. It was a ceiling, like a 25-foot ceiling, like in a big shop size, a big high ceiling shop. And the half of the cutoff wheel shot up to the ceiling and embedded into the like wooden 2x4 frame of the building, of the roof. Like you see it, we could see it up there. And he's like, if that thing would have hit me in the head, I'd probably be dead right now.
Oh my God.
But instead of going past his head, it went straight up and hit the ceiling.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it's like we take the safety very seriously, and it's like I want everybody to go home the same way they showed up to work today. And I do not want to have to call your wife or parents or kids or something and say, "Oh, your dad has one eye now."
Would you have to be the one that do that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would.
They wouldn't be responsible. I don't know.
I mean, ultimately there are things that are in the job that are dangerous, but like, one of my pet peeves at work is, and it's safety protocol, SOP, that when you have a car jacked up, we have like lifts and things that we use, but then sometimes it's like you just put a jack under a car just like anybody else, jack it up, and then you're supposed to put a jack stand underneath it, and you have it supported by both the jack and the jack stand. It's like 2 layers of safety, because if you're under the car and one of them fails, you want the backup there. Yeah. But some people like, I'm only going under there for a second. Jack it up, slide under there, put a clip in or whatever, and it's like, no. You don't do that on my watch. 2 layers of safety. I've seen what happens to people when a car comes down on top of them, and they're never the same. You're disabled or dead. Like I had a customer who came in one time, and he wanted to. We were working on his car, and he specifically asked to go see it on the lift. And he's like, "Do you have it on the frame rack?" We're like, "Yeah, we just finished the measurement on it, but it's still up there if you want to go look." He said he used to work in a shop, so I gave him some safety glasses, and he was visibly deformed, his face and head. And he had his eye was all glazed over, and he had a huge scar that went from the top of his head through his face and was missing patches of hair on top of his head.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he looked like he'd had a head trauma, which he did. And I was like, yeah, here, put some safety glasses on, let's go back there. And I went and showed him, and he like kind of poked around underneath there and looking at it, and he goes, yeah, I miss it. I used to work in the shop back in the day. I'm like, yeah. I say, when was that? And he goes, well, until this happened. And he seriously, I'm not even joking. And I'm like, what happened? He said he was under a car and he was doing some rear suspension work, and a solid rear axle of a pickup truck or a SUV or something like that he was underneath the differential, and the jack that he had underneath it gave way, and the whole thing came down on him. It crushed his head with the rear axle. Ugh. And he's like, I was under there for an hour before someone found me.
Oh my God.
And pulled me out.
An hour?
Yeah. He's like, I thought I was going to die. They thought I was going to die. They were able to save me, but I can't see out of this eye. I have a hard time feeling anything on the right side of my body. I can't have no depth perception anymore. And he's like spilling his guts to me. I'm like, holy fuck. And
while you're under the car talking about it?
Yeah, we were standing right next to the car looking at it. And I was like, well, hey man, I hope you got a little bit of sensation that you missed from that you don't have anymore. And he's like, yeah, it feels good to be in the shop again. Can never work in the trade though. And I already had a pet peeve about that. About people being under a car without both. Yeah. After that, I tell that story to my people when I see them underneath there, and I'm like, don't you get out of that fucking car right now. Get a jack stand under there, and I'm going to write you up if you're under there again with just a jack. Yeah. And I tell them the story about that guy. And I was like, I don't want you to be that guy.
You want to end up like this.
Literally. It's like Gene Parmesan. That's why you always leave a note.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, sidetrack.
Yeah. But yeah, anything that stuck out to you that mention-wise? I mean, kind of broad strokes.
I love the sake bomb camera. Mm-hmm. That was great. I loved his fake influencer friend. He wanted to be influencer.
Yeah,
kind of a douche.
Yeah.
He was like the spokesperson of the company now that he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I liked him. He was cool. I liked the son was kind of a dope.
Yeah.
I kept thinking as soon as they buried the phones, I was like, someone's going to go dig up those phones and go try to sell them.
Yeah.
And he puts a body right there. You're like, now it's really going to get dug up. I thought when you finally see that body twisted with the wire, the baling wire,
mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, that's quite the visual. Guillermo del Toro is creaming in his pants right now, probably watching that.
Yeah, that's a good comparison there, because very similar in the sense when he's like operating on his back or something.
Yeah, when he's got him on the table.
Yeah, kind
of tied down. But yeah, I thought it was. I mean, you're going to get something really interesting looking when you watch a Park Chan-Wook movie. So
yeah,
we got that, and a interesting story.
Yeah, and incredibly well made and well crafted visuals and everything. Story wise, it could leave you wanting a little bit more. But overall, I was entertained, and I thought it was funny. Yeah. I thought it was darkly funny and a little bit stressful sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But
still very good.
Yeah,
I liked it a lot.
Very good.
You want to grade it?
Let's throw a grade on it.
I'll give it I could probably give it a B, B plus maybe, like that. I'd say B plus just because the production is much better than it. It's a really fantastic production.
Yeah,
looks good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give it a B plus.
Yeah, I'm thinking B plus, B plus, borderline A minus, but B plus.
All right.
But yeah, and what are we gonna watch next week?
I don't know.
Now the Oscars are over.
Binge Lord Dan did send me a tweet. Actually, he sent me a skeet. Sorry,
a skeet.
Yeah, a skeet.
What is that?
It's a blue sky.
Oh, blue sky.
It's a blue ski.
He skeeted on you.
He skeeted at me.
Oh,
I dodged it, but so. Oh, it's a kind of a long message, but I'm going to read it in its entirety.
Just the Brie message?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Pete. First, send Tyler my well wishes again, please. So, Tyler, I know you're listening to this. Binge Lord Dan says, well wishes. The show is not the same without him. And since you guys are floundering without him and your Oscar lead up is finished, how does Brianna feel like doing a guest spot soon? If so, the events picks are as follows. Psycho Beach Party from the year 2000, an old favorite of mine. Lookout from 2025. And a short film, What Would Jesus Do? 2024 or WWJD. I've seen it listed as both. And depending on how her Oscar bets are, maybe a punishment movie that I love and I know that she will hate, Onyx the Fortuitous and the Talisman of Souls, 2023. She needs to come in and rescue the show, I think. I know Tyler's irreplaceable, but Brianna brings her own awesomeness. Also, I bet she's feeling underappreciated because no other listeners want to invite her to watch fun things on the show. So, first of all, floundering? Floundering? Really?
Yeah, floundering. I mean, here we are not knowing what to watch next week.
That's true. Maybe an app description. But
whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we don't have to decide right now.
No, we don't. We can figure it out later.
It's a mystery.
Yeah. I mean, part of me thinks that we should just go into like filmmakers that we've missed their like Michael Haneke or like Pedro Almodovar or something like that. Just like pick some, or even like Park Chan-wook's like
other stuff.
Yeah, like Joint Security Area. It's his highest rated movie.
Is it?
Yeah, it's before all of his other stuff. I'm pretty sure it's higher than Old Boy and any of that stuff. At least I'm pretty sure. And kind of what we were talking about when we changed the format with the monthly thing. It's like educating ourselves, taking the class aspect and putting it back into the show.
Yeah.
Or featuring it more, I should say. And like learning about blind spots. So
yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk
Spielberg.
About it. Yeah. Spielberg's underrated classics.
Yeah.
Let's watch. I mean, I did watch Stand By Me for the first time, for binge movies when he was doing a Spielberg's, I think it's Spielberg retrospective or something like that.
Isn't that a Rob Reiner movie?
But it's adapted by Stand By Me. It's I'm thinking of Stephen King.
Oh, yeah, Stephen King.
I can't remember why I watched it, what it was, but it was a Stand By Me, and I was like, I can't believe I'd never seen this before, and it's fucking great. It's really good. What was the other one that I watched that was a Spielberg?
E.T.
I did watch E.T. for our show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overcame my fear.
Like you watched a Spielberg movie recently?
It was something, I can't remember what it was now, but...
Sci-fi of sorts?
I don't know.
War horse?
War horse.
That's a horse in a war.
1941. All right, yeah, we'll figure it out later. If you guys have any suggestions besides the punishment movies that Binge Lord Dan has assigned to Brianna, which she has watched Psycho Beach Party already, I will say that.
That's a feature-length film?
It is.
Okay.
And one of the characters in Scary Movie 2 is a character in Psycho Beach Party 2.
Oh.
Yeah,
not
the actress.
Oh, okay. No,
the actress who plays the girl in the wheelchair in Psycho Beach Party is the kind of like slutty one in Scary Movie 2.
Oh.
She's the one that's seducing David Cross's character in the wheelchair.
Oh, she's the one who's like breaks her leg in the first one?
No, different characters. That's Shannon Elizabeth in the first one.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't come back. The only character that comes back, even though she's dead over and over again, is Brenda.
Yeah.
They don't even explain it. She dies. She does it. They do a Kenny thing. She's just back again.
Yeah.
Cindy, Brenda, hey, you're here. So anyways, yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you to our cool ass yard duties over on Patreon. That's Javier, Heather, Michael, and Chris. If you want to support us on the Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/middleclassfilmclass, or just watch on the YouTube and share with a friend. Until next time. Thank you for joining us as we find that there is no other choice. And we determined that maybe it should have been up for Best International Feature. Definitely should have kicked out F1 for Best Picture. Anyways, follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/MCFC podcast, and send us an email, mcfcpodcast@gmail.com.
And follow us on Twitter at Podcast MCFC and on TikTok and Instagram at Middle Class Film Class.
If you have ideas about what you want to show, or us to review, I should say, send us an email. And if you're a cool ass yard duty, maybe you'll make it on the show. See you next time.
See ya.